Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. You do not come to bring peace, but a sword. When you first read it, you will be asked, is Jesus not the Prince of Peace? Why did he say he did not come to bring peace? Did he bring war? And this is what we are going to talk about today, because if you do not understand this verse, you may think wrongly about the character of Jesus. But if you understand it correctly, you will see more the depth of truth of his word. Let's remember that Jesus did not speak here about the physical sword. First, let's clarify. Jesus did not say that we should carry weapons. He did not say that we should wage war in reality. Many times he taught love, forgiveness and love, even to the enemy. So, it is clear that the sword here is not a literal sword. It is a picture of division or separation caused by the truth. In this chapter, Jesus sent his disciples, and he warned them. He did not say that if you follow me, you will be loved by everyone. No. Instead, he said, you will be persecuted. You will be judged, and you will be hated because of my name. And after that, he said, I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. How does the message of Jesus become a sword? Because the truth separates when the light comes, the darkness comes, the lie comes, and when someone follows Christ, not everyone will be happy. For example, if before the whole family did not care about God, then there was one member, the one who truly knows Jesus. Sometimes it happens. There is resistance, there is argument and tension, not because Christians want trouble, but because the truth exposes the difference in Matthew chapter 10, 35 to 36. The continuation of Jesus's statement, because I came to set a man against his father and a daughter against her mother, doesn't mean that Jesus wants to destroy the family. What he means is, there are times when following Christ causes resistance,
even from the closest perso. Let's remember that the problem is not Jesus. The problem is the person's reaction to the truth. When a person rejects the truth, there is a clash. Think of a dark room. All people are used to the dark. They are comfortable. Then someone turns on the light. What will happen is some will be happy, but some will be annoyed. Some will say, turn off the light, my eyes hurt. I prefer the old
Light be a guilty, not just exposed.
by the light. The true state of the room is like this. What Jesus did. He did not come to cause trouble. He came to bring truth. And the truth separates from the acceptor and rejects it. Sometimes following Jesus has a price. Some people are laughed at, rejected, persecuted, mocked, not because they are bad, but because they chose to follow Christ. Matthew chapter 10, verse 37. Jesus said, he who loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. This is the center of the message. When the time comes that you have to choose, who will you follow, God or man? The peace that Jesus brings is not always outwardly surprising. There are people who follow Jesus and are persecuted. There are people who follow Jesus and are rejected, and there are people who follow him and lose friends. But despite this, they have peace in their hearts. This is the peace that the world cannot give. Many people want to agree with the truth and the approval of everyone, but there will come a time when you cannot do that. Choose the truth. There will be people who will not agree. That is the sword that Jesus is referring to. So if you are following Christ, don't be surprised if not everyone agrees. Not everyone will understand, and not everyone will support you. This does not mean that you are wrong right away. Sometimes it is part of being loyal to Jesus. When Jesus came to the world, he did not come to make everyone comfortable. He came to save people, and salvation requires truth, and truth demands a decision. So until now, there are two types of people: those who accept Christ and those who reject him. And between those two lies the sword that Jesus is referring to. Not a sword of violence, not a sword of war, but a sword of truth. And the question for each of us is, one day, you will have to choose between the approval of people and following Christ. Who will you choose? Because, in the end, the true follower of Jesus is not the one who has no fight, but the one who remains. Not the person who has no fight, but the person who remains faithful to the truth, even if there is a cost. And when you choose Christ above all else, you may lose peace with some people, but you will have peace with God that will last forever.